Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. We are located in Frederick, Colorado. My name is Larry Vickers. Today we're going to take a look at one of the used trucks that we have on the lot. This is a 2016 Freightliner M2 112. The conversion is Summit Hauler. The truck has just a little over 96,000 miles. So as we take a look from the side view, obviously the truck is red. This has been a color that's been extremely successful for us. It's one that seems to be in high demand. So we have a 112 here for you. Now, as we take a look at the bed, you can see that the top is lined in order to protect your investment for years to come. This truck comes with two storage components, one in the back, and as we go forward, it's frozen, one up here as well. This is the def tank that holds up to 13 gallons, and you can get about 350 miles per 1 gallon of def. It comes with two 50-gallon fuel tanks. There's one on each side. As the truck is sitting in rest, as it is now, that fuel balances itself out. But when you go to fill up your truck, you're going to want to do that independently. Right beside the fuel tank is a trickle charger. Basically, that assists the batteries in maintaining power. So if you're in your travels and you get next to a 110 outlet, all you got to do is simply plug that in. As we continue on and take a look directly in front of the truck, and we'll start at the top and work our way down. If you take a look at the windshield, we find 2,500 square inches of glass. Now that makes visibility simply outstanding. As we come on down and take a look at the hood, so if we didn't know that this was a 112 and wanted to figure out if it was a 106 or 112, how could we do that visually? And the answer is by the hood. You notice that it's square. In addition to that, we see that the grille is larger than it would be in a 106. And the reason for that is because what's underneath the hood requires a lot more air intake. As we come on down, we see an extremely large and tough grille guard to help protect it when we're in our travels. In case we're going through mountains, you never know when we might come across basically a critter, so we can protect what's underneath the hood as well. So as we talk about what's underneath the hood, this truck comes with a Detroit D13 engine that offers 505 horsepower. And it's connected to the Allison 4000 TRV transmission. As we take a look at the tires, it comes with Michelin 255 80 R22.5. Now, one unique thing about the Summit Hauler conversion, as we can see here, there's an additional drum put in there. Those are tire balancers. So those have BBs and a little bit of hydraulic oil. So as you pick up speed and as you gain momentum, that balances the entire rotating mass. So that accomplishes three things for us. So one, things are safer since everything is balanced. Two, it's a more comfortable ride. And thirdly, it'll extend tire life up to 40%. This truck is stock number 5U221654. Now, as we take a look at the driver's seat, both the driver and passenger seats are air, and those adjustments can be made right here. In addition to that, they're heated, and that switch is right on the side of the seat. As we notice, it comes with Webasto heaters. Basically, these are timers. So the one in front is for the block of the engine, and there's an additional one in back, which will actually start the heater of the truck whenever you want it to. So you use this dial to set whatever time you want. So an example would be, okay, you know you're leaving at 8:10 in the morning. You can set the timer 30 minutes before that. So that starts warming everything up. So when you're ready to start your travels, not only is the engine ready to go, but the cab is ready to go as well. So an extremely intelligent and smart add-on that was put into this truck. An additional add-on right here. Okay, underneath this protective guard is a switch. That is for the auto chains. Auto chains have been installed in this truck. So when you find yourself, if you would find yourself in a kind of an extreme situation where you needed chains to get out, you kick that switch on. Now the chains are a little different. An example would be school buses use these. Basically you kick the switch and there's an arm that comes out with chains on the end. So those chains actually hit the ground, so you're driving over them. So like I said, it only to be used in extreme situations. 10 miles an hour is as fast as you want to go when you're using the auto chains. As we take a look at the back seat, the seat does make down into a bed simply by pushing a button. And can be taken right back up again. As previously mentioned, there is one in the back seat as well, the Webasto timers, and that is right here. Now let's focus on the bed of the truck. One nice thing about this is aluminum, okay? The bed isn't steel. A lot of the competition has steel, we use aluminum. And the reason for that is, I mean, this truck is already almost 7 years old, and look, that part basically looks brand new. Along the sides, we see a connection for an air hose right there, if one is needed. As we come on back, this is where we plug in the lights for our trailer. The backup system or the cameras use the Voyager system, and that is located right there. So if you wanted to hook up a couple of additional cameras, you can plug those in right there. Examples would be, I've had customers put them underneath the mirrors of the truck, and I've had them put them in horse trailers as well. As you can see, there's a gooseneck ball already installed and ready to go. As we go forward and up, we can see the backup camera located right in the middle, right there. As we come on back and take a look at the bumper, underneath this plate is the hitch for a bumper pull trailer. Another unique thing about the Summit Hauler conversion is right over the rear axle, we put an additional 1,000-pound weight. Well, why is that? Well, if we're driving the truck without having a trailer behind it, obviously the weight is disproportional. So if you add 1,000 pounds over the rear axle, that helps balance the weight of the truck. And that will help prevent things such as hydroplaning. Now from here, we can get a good shot of the auto chains located underneath the truck as well. Right there. As we take a look at the passenger seat, again, it is air. Furthermore, it is heated. Underneath here gives us access to the cab air filters. From this angle, we can get a shot of the DVD player. And you can really see just how much room and space is involved in a truck like this. Now let's crawl on in and take a closer look. And we're gonna work from left to right. As you can see, located right above the steering wheel is the backup camera. A really good place to have one, because when you're in the driver's seat and you go to hook up your trailer, all you gotta do is simply glance up. We're not looking across the dash, things of that nature. It's very conveniently located. Intermittent marker lights located right there. The truck is an automatic transmission. So right now we're in neutral with the brake on, but when we're ready to start, simply push that, R for reverse, D for drive, and we're on our way. Now these two arrows located there, those bring you a lot of information. If you push them at the same time, it'll let you know what's going on underneath the hood. Example, it'll tell you how much oil life is left before you need to get that changed. It'll tell you how the transmission fluid's holding up. All that kind of information can be given to you simply by pushing those two arrows. These are for the windows. This is the engine brake. Okay, this is an important one. So this truck is able to tow in a substantial amount of weight. So if you are towing that and you're coming down a sharp decline, you're going to want to put that to high. And since this is an engine brake compared to just an exhaust brake, you actually have almost 500 horses coming back at you. That's going to slow everything down. So that makes things safer for you and your family, but the other drivers on the road as well. This is a switch for the fan that blows hot or cool air into the back of the cab. Climate control located here. The trailer brake located here. And as we take a look at the console, a couple of cup holders here and in back, there's the remote for the DVD player. As we look inside the console, not only do we have manuals, but headphones for the DVD player as well. It's an extremely nice used 112 that we have on the lot today. If you have any other questions, please give me a call at 303-684-3404. Thanks for tuning in today.